Do you think cats are just fluffy divas who don't care about anything or anyone, just lounging around, treating us humans like their personal staff? Well, you are wrong. Sure, they might not be the jump in your lap with a ball kind of friend like dogs, but that doesn't mean that they are heartless. Cats feel stuff, they really do. And when they misbehave, they even know how to say sorry in their own whiskery ways. Now, you might be wondering how these cute furballs even express remorse. Well, stick till the end, because we will tell you the ways cats apologize to their owners. But first, let's find out if they are actually capable of feeling sorry. The science behind their emotions. Learning about emotions is not easy. It is complex to learn about human emotions. Think how difficult it must be when animals are involved. Understanding the reasons behind animal behavior is so difficult, mainly because we cannot just sit them down for a chat over coffee or ask them to fill out a questionnaire. But here is something interesting about cats. Despite their independent nature, cats are not the solitary creatures we often picture them as. They are actually capable of forming complex social bonds. In the wild, female cats often share responsibilities, like grooming and caring for the young in the feral colonies. This shows they can cooperate and live in relatively peaceful communities. Now, let's translate that to our homes. When we create a comforting environment, we are essentially mimicking the communal living of a feral colony. Cats in our homes can view us as part of their group, especially if we spend quality time with them. If your cat feels secure and loved, they are more likely to adapt and accept others, such as pet sitters, into their circle. But what happens when the harmony is disrupted? Cats like us prefer a stress-free environment. A scolding from their human can leave them feeling anxious and eager for things to return to normal. This desire for peace is where the so-called apology comes in. It is not about guilt in the human sense. When a cat does something that leads to our angry response, their main goal afterward is to return to a state of mutual comfort. This desire for harmony is rooted in their instincts for social living and safety within their territory. But how would they know that they have misbehaved or we are angry at them? How do cats know when or if they need to apologize? Do cats know they are misbehaving? Let's see if our cats distinguish between good and bad behavior. First of all, you have to understand that cats don't really get our rules right off the bat. For example, say your cat sees a shiny vase on the table. It's not thinking about the vase's sentimental value or its price tag. In her world, this is just a fun object that is intriguingly perched on the edge. Now, when your cat sends that vase crashing to the ground, it is not acting out of malice. Cats lack the natural ability to discern human concepts of right and wrong. But then it notices how you react. Cats are super attuned to our reactions. The moment you gasp and shout, "No!" your cat is observing you. Not about the vase, but about your reaction. Cats, you see, are little emotional sponges. They pick up on everything, your tone, your body language, and yes, even your facial expressions. There was this study, for instance, where researchers found that cats could distinguish between a smiling human and a frowning one. So when you're frowning at your cat after the vase incident, it does not know what a frown means in human culture, but it knows that it is not a good reaction. Let's say your cat has a habit of jumping on the dining table, and every time it does this, you remove it gently but firmly, saying, "No." Over time, your cat will start to connect the dots. Will not necessarily understand that the table is off limits in the moral sense, but it will know that being on the table leads to being taken off and hearing a firm "no." So while cats cannot grasp the concept of misbehavior as we do, they learn from the outcomes of their actions. If something consistently leads to a negative response from us, they are likely to avoid it. Not because of their guilt, but because they understand the environment and are always trying to adapt to it, which is pretty smart if you ask me. And when they notice they have angered you, they apologize. How exactly? Let's see. How might your cat apologize? When a misunderstanding occurs between you and your cat, their immediate response might surprise you. Often they will choose flight over fight. They will dash off to a secluded spot or a trusted hideaway within the room. This behavior is just their way of processing what has just happened. During this time, you might catch them giving you what seems like a cold, hard stare. While it is easy to interpret this as a bold challenge or indifference, it is more likely that they are trying to gauge your mood and the environment. Maybe they are waiting for a signal that it is safe to come out. The real magic, though, happens once the air clears and you are not angry anymore. This will be when your cat might begin to exhibit behaviors that, in their own way, could be seen as attempts at reconciliation. Even though each cat has its unique way of expressing itself, there are common signs that will tell you that your cat is apologizing. For example, there is the approach. They will come towards you and sit close to you or in your lap. Then there might be the classic headbutts or cheek rubs. In the cat world, this is the same as sharing a peace offering. By mixing their scent with yours, they are reinforcing your bond and showing they want to get back on good terms. Listen for purring too. Purring is not always a sign of contentment, but can also be a way of self-soothing or showing they want to soothe you. Then their one other way of apologizing is the infamous slow blink. If your cat slowly blinks at you after mischief, it means it is signaling trust and affection and is luring you into petting it again by using its cuteness. The timeline for this reconciliation can vary widely from one cat to another. You just have to be patient. And when they do come around, you have to acknowledge their efforts. This acknowledgement will reinforce positive interactions and will help guide their future behavior in a more desirable direction. If you respond in the right way, either your cat will not mischief the next time, or it will come sooner to apologize to you. So how exactly should you react to reinforce good behavior? How should you react? Cats are often seen as the epitome of independence and self-reliance. However, beneath their majestic and aloof exterior lies a creature that is super sensitive and is in constant need of affection. Understanding this dual nature is important when you are training your cat. Nuria Gomez from Clinic Animal provided invaluable advice on this front. According to her, reacting harshly or scolding your cat can lead to fear and anxiety, which will just push them further away. This reaction is counterproductive, especially since cats do not understand punishment in the same way we do. Instead, they are likely to associate the negativity with you, not the behavior. When your cat displays signs of wanting to make amends, like gentle headbutting, soft purring, or those heart-melting slow blinks, it means they are extending an olive branch or making peace. You have to recognize and accept these gestures. You should respond with warmth and gentle affection to reassure them that the bond is still strong and you still love them. You should also reward them with treats to further reinforce this positive exchange. By doing so, you will be communicating two things. You accept their apology, and you are guiding them toward understanding which behaviors are preferred at home. You will be surprised to see how your cat will change from a mischievous kitten to an adorable and calm pet. Has your cat ever apologized to you? How does it prefer to say sorry? Share their cute little stories with us in the comments below. And before you go, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to keep learning fun facts about your pets. See you next time. Goodbye.